Welcome to Superkick 2024 Round 4 review. First up, we start with the Superkick Barbecue League with Ishkish taking on the Don is Good. Essentially, the Don is Good just capitulated in the final quarter with the surprise packet Blake Hardwick kicking 4 goals and Shy Bolton contributing with 4 as well. Solid, consistent performance there from the Quiche. Good score, 135. Don is good, not too bad. Just not quite good enough. Only 89. So the margin is 46 points. Next up, we have the Doctor's Vengeance versus Vital Magpies at Beijing. Here, solid performance by both sides, but Vital just had more depth, and it showed on the Saturday night and the Sunday, with Kerno kicking 3 and Higgins 2. Final score is 107 to 76. Next up, we have the Scorpions playing the Mangoes. Here, the Scorpions just too strong in Guangdong, having multiple goal kickers, and the Mangoes just having craft singles. Only Haywood kicking 2. Poor performance by the Mangoes despite having over 14 scorers for the game, whereas the Scorpions had 12 and they just stung the Mangoes. Final margin was 23 points. Next up, we have the Pirates at the Straits Malacca against the Fest. The Fest too strong here, sinking the Pirates ship with Toby Green raiding Davy Jones's locker here with 5 goals, finding the treasure finally. Good performance there from Tommy Emmett with 2 goals as well. While the ship defended hard but were just overwhelmed, Darcy Byrne-Jones and Finlayson being the best with 3 each. Final score was 76 to 99. The final game of the round saw the Stars absolutely burn the Funky early, with Funky coming back a little bit, bouncing back with Jesse Hogan kicking 4 and Riccardi 2. But it was all too much to do, and Funky losing by 43 points. Let's take a look at the ladder now after the gather round in Asia. After round 4, the Scorching Stars are on top with unbeaten. East Keach second, followed by Scorpions, Goldfest, Pirates, Boogie Woogie Sheep, Mangoes on the slide outside the top 6, Funky Balls and Vital, with Doctor's Vengeance and Don is Good all without a win. Taking a look at next week, match of the round is the Goldfest versus their arch rival, the Scorpions, as well as Sheep playing Quiche. Funky Balls take on the Pirates at Mount Stadium. Mangoes at the Mango Slide, hopefully don't slide again, playing Doctor's Vengeance, and Don is Good playing the top of the table Scorching Stars, with Vital taking on Flying Fortress in the BH Cup. Take a look now at the BH Cup game for this round, where Sheep took on the Asians at Guangzhou, and despite Hardwick's valiant attempts, Sheep held on by 9 points, with Connor Rosie the best with 3. That seems to be the difference, really. Maybe Dylan Moore's 3 to match Blake Hardwick's was also vital, with the Asians hoping to be the highest qualifier to qualify for the next round of the BH Cup. Moving on to the SMS League. Now, there's some interesting results this round, with Rocket Rod finally lifting off. First off, we'll look at Three Smoke versus Minted. And here it was just the fact that Minted couldn't find another avenue to go apart from Rosie, with Free Smoke just too strong and suffocating them in Jakarta under the smoke. Final scores were 90 to 68. Finally, success for Rocket Rod at the Space Centre, with him being able to lift off, with Green kicking 5 and Hogan 4. Too strong for the Rubber Gloves, who were slapped into submission. The final score was 91 to 75. Next up was Pokebombs versus Welsh Dogs at Yulin, Zhangxing, China. And it was Welsh Dogs who started out early, reasonably okay, but by the end of the Sunday in Gather Round, they were truly beaten. Final result 105 to 60. Next up is White Line Fever versus A-Track in Thailand. And yep, it was just White Line Fever who were too strong, who were top of the table, convincingly beating A-Track, who were valiant in their attempts to stay on track, but just not quite there, and derailing near the end with the Callum Brown kicking 3 and Amati and Schultz too strong as well. Final scores were 129 to 81. In the final game of the round, the Fortress withstood a substantial number of kicks from the wobbly kickers, with Shy Bolton kicking 4 and Hipwood 3. However, Danaher's 5 and Finlay's 3 were just enough to get over the line, ending up winning by 4.5 goals, 26 points. Take a look at the ladder now, with White Line Fever and Fortress battling it out for the top spot. Free Smoke third. Pokebombs, Welsh Dogs, Minton Mick rounding out the top 6. Asians, Rubber Gloves, Rocket Rod with their first win, A-Track and the Wobbly Kickers last. Take a look at round 5 fixtures now, with Rocket Rod back at the Kennedy Space Centre versus A-Track. Flying Fortress playing the BH Cup against Viatel Magpies. White Line Fever hoping to maintain their top spot against Free Smoke. Bamboozled Asians in a tough clash against the Welsh Dogs. Pokebombs play the Rubber Gloves, and Minted Mick plays bottom of the table Wobbly Kickers. The Kinder surprise for this week is Blake Hardwick with his 4 goals. Shit like Bruce Award. Now, there was a few nominations here, potential nominees, but the most obvious standout was Jack Billings with his running into an open goal on Thursday night and absolutely shanking it. He's a perennial SLB nominee. That's it. Thanks for your time, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. Look forward to Goldfest review preview, and good luck next week.